So this is Marilyn from Marilyn's in Naples, Florida on 5th Avenue South, and it's Saturday morning. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today is hat boxes and how to store your hats. And we get so many questions about this, and I just want to walk you through how we handle the storage and what we package our hats. Any hat that goes out of Marilyn's that's over $300 has this packaging, which is like a hat box but slightly different. And one of the things I can tell you that I've learned is I used to search to get hat boxes. And when you're talking about getting hat boxes, it's not very friendly shopping. They make you buy what's called a nest, which is about 4 or 5 or 6 sizes, of which some of those you really will never need. You really only need 2 sizes. So now you're buying a bunch of sizing that you can't do. Then they have another collapsible one, which is a very flimsy box. And, well, we're Maryland's and we specialize in hats, so that didn't fly with me too much. And then the second one, which was really showed promise, but it's made mostly in the UK, and that's an octagon shape and a cardboard. It comes flat, which is very helpful for those of the retail business. And then you put it together, and then we can ship it or move it out to the customers. But none of this really worked because that was more complicated than we needed to have. So I took a tip from one of my designers, and they did a box like this. And we had them custom made. It's very easy to store. It does the important part of the thing that's needed when you're doing hats, and that's hats should be really, when they're stored, stayed out of light, and put in an enclosed place so they stay away from dust and things. It has all of the effects, doesn't have a lid for you to lose or anything, and it works with a zipper. This is the hat box. So when you're not using it for any reason, or you want to transport it without a hat, it's very easy to take care of. So the hat box comes like with this, and then this is a very heavy. And this is turned in a circle. You clip it together with another 2 of them. And you clip them together, which, as you can see here, because it's black on black, you harness this in, and this gives you this really nice, taut kind of thing for the hat. Easy to take care of, great on planes, because it's easier than a box, it's easier to store. The really 2 sizes that are the best are this size, which handles most of the fascinators that we have in the store, and some broader brimmed hats that are lower. You don't want your hat to be walking around. But another one that's for all those really fancy derby ones is this one. This is a little bigger. Maybe this is a better value for you. The smaller ones, and I normally don't mention price, but I think it's important when you're comparing how you're going to get a box. The smaller one is $49, and there's a $15 shipping charge. And then this is the bigger one, which is $59 with a $15 shipping charge. So really nice price point, and certainly as valuable as they can be. Now, one of the things I do when we sell these and we ship them out, I like this tissue paper. I went to a lot of trouble because it's not real tissue. It has more of a waxy feel to it. And the reason is we don't want it to handle any moisture. So we don't want any moisture inside the hat box. This takes care of that problem when you stop sewing. So we send along the tissue for you to have. The smaller ones, because we ship it in this box here, okay, which is a quarter, this is the weight we ship it in, I would save this, and then you can actually ship this down to the hotel or wherever you're going to, especially with the derby and stuff. We do a lot of that during derby where we do the shipping on that one. And it's important, with all that information I just gave you, to know how to pack a hat. So let's talk about this a little. First of all, most of the fascinators that will be this size of a hat, and I want you to pay close attention. This is about, you don't want to get too big on a hat, so this is probably a good size for this particular hat. It'll probably wander around in here, so you're going to need to lose a lot of tissue. Doing something like this, we have to take into consideration that you have feathers here. So you're going to want to position it so it seems pretty stable there, as you can see. And now that you have it in a stable position, you're going to want to reinforce it, because we're really not going to put a lot on top here. See how stable that is? I would not put a top on this, but you can kind of see. I'm going to show you the inside. See? That's the best way to handle that. On the bigger hats, I have this Philip Tracy in here. Now, I can't put this in here. If I could, I would. But this one is a much larger hat, but even my hat box is more. Now, one of the things, if you buy the bigger hat box and you have more, like about three fascinators or something, you can put more than one hat in a box. I should sell this hat now that it's all packed and ready to go. There you go. Protected. Okay? And you don't have to worry because you have this cardboard. You don't want to do this on any of the hats, but you have the stabilization. So if you're stacking them, you can stack them, but you certainly don't want to put a smaller one on top of a large. I hope that really helps you out a lot because I think that gives you a good idea how you want to store them. If you have any questions about this whatsoever, please feel free to contact us. And we have live people here. They tell me I have to promote that because that's really a strange thing these days, but we definitely do. So if you have any other questions, give me a call, but we have had a lot of these. This is a nice price point, good solution to storing your hats.